What's up, people?
What's good?
It's your boy CL Cool,
It's your boy Tez.
and we are the Yellow Rocket Boys. We represent on the Yellow Rocket Boys Network.
Network.
That's right. All right, man. We're about to do the rundown for the week of August the 3rd. So, yes, we are in the month of August. We got 4 more months into this. To, I mean, you can say roughly five, but 4 more months until the year is over.
It's
Been a
flying.
long year. Been a long year, but it is flying. It's about to be the end of summer this month. So
Yeah.
crazy. But all right, man. Like I said, Friday rundown for the week of August the 3rd, and we are about to get it started. All right. Raw came from Brooklyn, New York. Um, it was the night after SummerSlam, which we saw Brock Lesnar return on night two. We saw Seth Rollins cashing his money in the bank in night one. And like we reviewed SummerSlam and we thought it was to me, well, I think I gave it a 6.5 or six. I forget what I gave it. You gave it a 7.5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was to me. It wasn't the for it to be tonight. I wasn't blown away, but I did consider it better than WrestleMania. So I guess that's a plus. Yeah,
It
right.
easily it devoured WrestleMania.
Yeah. So all right. So Seth Rollins opened up Raw, which I expected after his history making, history defining moment in night one. And he comes out and he brags about how, he fooled everybody. He only told Heyman and his wife about the plan. And, how he was happy to, like, do it to CM Punk of all people, too. We also got a new name for the group, Division. What do you think about Division? You like that name?
It's simple, but it works. I mean, it works for him because he always talking about being a visionary. And then, of course, the way they explain what it's supposed to mean, it was kind of like, all right,
Yeah, because it's their vision of what they think the future should be, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. So it makes sense to me, like it's called the vision. So
yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. LA Knight comes out, and I kind of knew where they was going from here, especially when he started talking. Yes, you faked the injury on Saturday Night Main Event, but you did get beat by LA Knight at that event. It wasn't like you got carted out and the match like was canceled. Like
Yeah.
he hit a blunt force trauma and he beat you. Which, in wrestling terms, mean, yeah, I beat you, so you hold the belt. So, I deserve a shot at that.
Mm-hmm.
And Seth Rollins pretty much told him, "No, you ain't getting no shot tonight." And he's headed to the back, and he was headed to the back. And Adam Pearce came out like, "You lied to me. You made a fool out of me." You know what I'm saying? And so you gonna have this match tonight. So there it was, the LA Knight versus Seth Rollins for the main event of Raw for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Did you like the angle?
I
I was
actually like the
shocked.
angle.
Yeah,
I,
I thought it
I,
was good because LA Knight had a point.
yeah. And I mean, I hate for LA to keep getting fed to champions.
Yeah,
That's the only thing I was scared of when he came out. I was like, oh, he finna be the first one to fall.
yeah, yeah. I mean, we both knew he wasn't gonna win that belt, but
Yeah.
like most things with WWE, they set up a match to set up a segment or angle. So I kind of figured they were about to do that, set up an angle. Um, and like I said, we'll get to it later on. So that'll be our third big topic that we talk about is that match and the angle. Um, Coming out of that Raw, Rusev and Sheamus they had a match to a double count out, and which the crowd didn't like, which I didn't like. I thought it was lame.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, double count out really. The match wasn't bad, but I just didn't like the double count out aspect of it.
But to be real, I didn't expect them to fight again so quickly anyway.
Well, I think they hinted at that last week. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure they hinted at it. So I kind of expected it to happen
They're
a little
taking too
quick.
much of a good thing, and they doing it too much.
It,
They ramming it down our throats now. Pause.
what
But
it's kind of like the Andrade and Carmelo Hayes series that they had on SmackDown when it. You remember that series? They had like the best of seven. You
yeah,
know, I can see it being something like that. I can see Triple H doing that with this series. As long as it's good, compelling matches and they do it differently, I don't mind it. But they got to put one of these on the pay per view though. They can't keep doing
yeah.
it on Raw.
Just like the other joints, they was all on SmackDown.
Yeah, except for the last. I think the last one was at Survivor Series.
Yeah,
So that's the one where LA Knight was the referee. So I think it wasn't. No, no. You're right. You're right. It was on SmackDown. You're
yeah.
right. It was all on SmackDown. And then LA Knight messed it up, and then they made a three-way extra Survivor Series. So you're right.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. Um, Charlotte and Alexa was out on Raw. They're the tag team champions, so they can go between any show, Raw, NXT, or SmackDown. And they started doing their, the unlikely pairing or unlikely couple, whatever.
That
And
promo was painful starting off.
yeah, like you can tell, like they're still trying to. They're still in their beginning stages of it, but I don't think they really figured out what it's gonna be yet.
Yeah, it's like they were trying to bounce off each other, and it's
Yeah,
a couple of
yeah,
things hit, but then like five of them missed.
yeah.
Like,
Um, and then Judgment Day comes out. Roxanne and Raquel Rodriguez, they come out and started bashing them, talking about nobody wants to be Charlotte Fran and all of that. And they want their rematch. And they got their rematch and they lost the rematch. Judgment Day. So where do they go from here? They lost the rematch. Where do Charlotte and Alexa go? I mean, they won the rematch. They beat Judgment Day in the rematch. Not they didn't lose it. So where do Alexa and Charlotte go? Who do you fight on? Who do you fight for the tag team championship? Like who do they feud with?
that's a good question because all of your tag teams. Let's see. I don't know.
The, maybe the Secret Harvest. Maybe them.
They don't seem too focused on belts.
No,
You notice
but
they
I
always
mean,
got them in whatever Chelsea doing.
yeah, that's true. But I'm just saying.
I mean, I can't think of any other outside of NXT. If
Yeah,
you like solid female tag teams, I say they probably put some more folks together.
they'll probably put
Michin
some.
and B Fab maybe.
Maybe, maybe, but are they? They're not heels though. You
No, they're
need
not
heels to
heels.
bounce off. You need heels to bounce off of that. So I don't know. But we'll see. I mean, we'll find out on SmackDown. Um,
No, not the Kabuki Warriors. Their faces.
well, I don't know. Maybe I ain't think
Hmm.
about them. Maybe, yeah, they're not heels, but as far as
Somebody to fight.
as far as somebody credible to fight, yeah, I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay. All right. So you want to talk about this Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella segment? On one hand, I'll say this. On one hand, the clap that Becky had to Nikki was great, right? Uh, talking about the husband of John, you can't see him, and oh, that was great.
That was a haymaker.
That was great.
I mean, after that, what can you say?
Yeah. But this is also what I hate. Like people like Nikki Bella coming in talking about we made the division great for you. And I love what Becky said. No, 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 no. Y'all didn't make the division nothing. People like me, Bailey, Sasha, Charlotte, we had to come in and rent the division from y'all. Y'all tried to talk like y'all pioneers, but you really wasn't pioneers. like people like Beth Phoenix and Natalia, they were they were good wrestlers, but they catered to people like you and they catered to people like you and they catered to
Hmm.
people like Kelly and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
me and Bailey and all of us had to come in and work hard and wash Vince's mind of that. Because if you remember these documentaries, they would tell Charlotte and Bailey like, "Hey, they need to start pulling each other's hair." And they're like, "What? We're wrestlers. Why
yeah,
are we pulling each other's hair?" So when Nikki Bella say, "Yo, we pioneered," no, you didn't pioneer nothing. You didn't pioneer nothing. Did you try to become a better wrestler at the end? Yeah. And the only reason you did because you knew people like Charlotte and Bailey and whoever was coming in about to take your little spot. So you tried to get better at it. But please don't talk like you pioneered anything because y'all didn't.
no,
You nor Kelly, none of y'all, Tori Wilson, y'all look good, but y'all didn't pioneer anything for the current position that the women are in. The people that pioneered this evolution of women are the Sasha Banks and the Baileys and the Charlottes and the Becky Lynches and the EOs and the other people like that, and the Oscars and the Amber Moon, those
yeah,
people.
because the
So
workers. Go ahead, go ahead.
no, you good. My bad. Go ahead. You good.
No, I'm about to say, like you said, the workers always got pushed to the back. As you were
Yep.
saying that, I was thinking of an interview with Mark Merrill. Well, he was talking about how Sable had to be helped by whoever she fought. Like they had to make her look good. They went above and beyond. That's why they
Yeah.
put her with Jackie and Luna and Ivory, people who were actual workers, but they had to downplay their skill and make Sable look good because it was all about the image versus the actual women's wrestling, which is
Yep.
sad because I wish that the Ivories and the Jackies would have experienced what they got going on now because that would
Yeah.
have been jazz and all them. That would have been dope. But they
Great.
all had to downplay for the Nikki Bellas and the Tori Wilsons and I mean even the Stacy Keeblers.
Yeah, the Kellys and all that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. So I was glad to hear Becky like, no, you didn't do anything. We did it. And I'm
yeah.
like, okay, I agree with her on that.
I
And I
think that
like
was
I
a little
said,
personal.
yeah, yeah. Like, stop doing it. Like I think like this is like the second or third time I heard Nikki Bella do that. Like, no, stop doing it. Y'all didn't pioneer anything,
Why is she even
none at
here?
all.
Like,
She's about to be in the rumors. She's about to be in the program with Becky, so you can expect this for the next couple of weeks or month or whatever you want to
don't
expect.
nobody want her here. Like when she came out, you hear how quiet it got?
Yeah,
Like you can hear
because
her
it's
whole
like
song play.
yeah, 'cause it's like really you're coming out to challenge Becky. This is what we're doing. That's probably what the crowd was saying. Like this is what we're doing. Like no Lyra, no Bailey. Just well, Lyra can't, but you.
Yeah,
So
this ain't it.
yeah.
This ain't it.
Like I said, like I said, I love that statement because Becky like told her like, no, they want you, and she did
Mm.
the John Cena like, you lost John Cena, you can't see him and all that. So
I'm about to
I
say,
love it.
and one thing her and her sister, well, they didn't pioneer that either, but they did perfect sleeping with the right people.
Yup.
I mean,
Now she would have said that. Woo,
yeah, they did.
woo.
Cause she got John and she got Daniel Bryan. It was like, and Brie
Yup.
got Daniel Bryan, so it was like,
Oh, and then the mom. Then remember, their mom married John Laurinaitis.
yeah, that was the Kardashians of the WWE.
Yeah,
Shoot,
yeah, yeah.
they played their cards.
Yeah. You married John Laurinaitis, the head of talent relations. Who would have known, right? The
Man,
mom.
he's the head, all right.
All right. Also on Raw, Dominic Mysterio defeated Dragon Lee with the help of three more El Grande Americanos. And then AJ Styles come out after Dom. He threw the boot at him, which I thought was funny. But these El Grande Americanos, come on now, man. They're getting out of hand. I knew it. So you got Ludwig. You had Pete Dunne, which I was right. It's Pete Dunne. I don't know who the other one is.
Insert person here. Somebody else who wasn't doing nothing. Now we'll find out. They all look like alternate Rey Mysterio outfits.
Yeah, I know, right?
Alternate Rey Mysterio / the Patriot. You remember on Revenge, you can just change the color and
Yeah.
change the mask. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Here, you wear this. You wear this. You wear this. Run out there.
Yep.
Chad Gable, I can't wait till he come back. Just take back over the gimmick.
Yeah.
And put it back the way it was. Because at least the way it was, even though it was annoying, I could tolerate it.
Yeah.
Now it's like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah. All right, and then Lyra tells Bailey to stay away from her backstage. So yeah.
I mean, that was one of them statements like, look, I don't want to see you nowhere. Don't let me catch you in the street.
Yep.
Bird Lady ain't playing.
They ain't playing at all. And again, I love it about a character. Hey, just stay away from him. All right? Just stay away. All right. So now we're going to talk about this Seth Rollins versus LA Knight match, which the match was okay. You could tell like they weren't putting their all into it. And, you could tell they about to set up for a segment. They're fighting on the outside, and CM Punk comes from the outside and starts beating up on Seth, and the bell rings. It's a DQ at this point, and they're beating up on each other, and then they get a hold of him, and then Roman Reigns comes out, and then they get a hold of him, and they hit like how many tsunamis they hit on Roman Reigns? Like 2 or 3?
It was 3.
3 tsunamis. Took this man's shoes again. Beat the crap out of Punk. I'm talking about thumped his head through the ground. I mean, they put the beat down on him. Which I like because it's established that this is the group now, the Fission. We're gonna whoop your baby faces. And that's gonna be that. And I love it.
War Games. That's all I was thinking. I was like, this is gonna be War Games. It's gonna be the Vision versus Roman, CM Punk, and 3 other people. Well, it's 2 other people.
Or
this is gonna be
you don't think it could be solo group either? They're gonna be in it.
That's right. The Family Tree, or My Family Tree.
Yeah.
That's 4 too.
So you got a conundrum here.
Yeah, I mean, we can have War Games on either brand. Technically, Roman's on either brand anyway, but
they always do one men's and they always do one women's.
Yeah. But if we do 2, that'd be too much.
It's too much. 3 War Games matches. I can hardly stand 2 of them.
Dang.
For real.
Well, I mean, it's nothing but a spot fest now. That's the only thing about it.
And that's where Bronson broke both his ankles at.
Yeah.
Trying to be cute.
I don't want to see that no time.
Wasn't that the match that was like last year? Bronson broke both his ankles. Tonga Loa messed up his shoulder. Jimmy Uso messed up his foot. Remember?
He broke
his toe. It was all the same. Yeah, it was all the same match.
Yeah. It's
everybody trying to be cute.
It shouldn't happen every year. It should be like make us miss it, because when we see it it's kind of like when they had Hell in a Cell as a pay-per-view.
Yeah,
like WCW.
Yeah, WCW didn't do it every year. They did it on years where like if the Horsemen was causing too much chaos and people were ready to fight against the Horsemen, or like, I think like the last one they did was like the NWO. Like, so it's like you said, it's Hell in a Cell again. It might well be Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
You might well just call the event War Games. Don't even call it Survivor Series. Just call it War Games. That's all it is.
That's pretty much. But I don't want to see, like, even on the video game, like for those of y'all that play games, even on the video game, it get old after a while, because you can't do nothing till everybody get in.
Yep.
So basically, you just boom, 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 and if you just there for that, that's cool. But War Games is predictable, especially the women's. If Io's in it, especially, she gonna do her famous thing out the cage with the trash can. She does that every War Games. Somebody gonna do a moonsault onto everybody.
Yep.
Somebody gonna do a frog splash onto everybody or through a table.
Yep.
It's We need to miss it. But the way they forming these factions right around this time, it's funny how all these factions are forming right around this time.
Yeah.
So I feel like
It's
they
like,
setting up for something.
yeah, and they need to do a women's faction because the men has kind of been getting away with it a bit because it has been factions every year, whether it's
Yeah,
Solo's group or Roman's group or the Judgment Day. It's always been a faction. Like even now with Steph's group and you got Solo's new group, so you can do a war game with any one of the groups. There's no women faction. Women faction. It's just they take a lot of these women feuds and put them in one little match. Like, no, we need a we need a women's faction that's kind of dominating, and then you want to see people band together to eliminate. Because that was War Game was made about.
yeah.
It was the Horsemen. I want to say I might be wrong, but that's why I remember it. It was the Horsemen, and WCW banded together to get rid of the Horsemen. Then later on, they banded together to get rid of the NWO. Then they did a War Game. So they need to stick to that premise,
Yeah.
you know. So, like I said, I'm not gonna lie, it will make sense this year, especially if Steph's group keep dominating and they add a fourth member in there, which is rumored to happen soon. So it makes sense for the men, and even on Solo side on SmackDown. But the women, it just doesn't make sense. There's no women group dominating right now. So
I mean, you mentioned them earlier. The Secret Harvest was their comedy act.
yeah,
Um, there is no
that's
more
it.
Damage Control.
Yeah,
They got rid of Shayna Baszler's squad.
yeah. So
Uh,
and when I say dominating, they have to be at the top of the top, kind of at the top.
yeah, ain't
But
nobody
even
over
though
that,
Solo,
man.
even though Solo's group is not at the top, they kind of there. And then you got Seth Rollins, who is at the top.
Yeah, yeah. The women
So
don't have it. It'll be like that one year when they had like just all of them put together.
yeah,
It just be I don't like you, I don't like you, I don't like you, and now we just band together.
yeah. That was I want to say it was last year when they did. It was like it was Rhea and Liv. It was Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton, and they hated somebody on SmackDown. I forget who it was. I want to say Bianca and Jay, but I could be wrong. But it was like a bunch of that, and I was just like, yeah, this the women was horrible. So they just need to do away with it.
Yeah,
But there it is. Seth Rollins group standing tall at the end of Raw. So I love that. And they
and
got
the
a
shoe
name
to
now.
follow.
Yeah, I love the name now, the vision, and I love that they're dominating this how they end. CM Punk beating down, Roman Reigns beating down, LA Knight beating down. That's how I need to end it after
Yep.
SummerSlam. So before we get to NXT, Rhea Ripley confronted Io backstage because Io went to Adam Pearce and asked for a one-on-one match with Naomi, which is happening next week on Raw. So Rhea was like, I hope you win so I can finally beat you. And Io like, you're never gonna beat me. And she was talking, and Io was backstage with the Kabuki Warriors too. All three of them was together. So I don't know if they're saying anything or not, but all three of them was together. The Kabuki Warriors and Io. So in
Could
that
be.
segment, yeah, just saying, it was all together.
I guarantee you, if they do a women's money games, they do a women's war games.
Yeah.
Stephanie Valkyrie gonna be in that match.
Oh, you know it. You know it. And yes, they still haven't announced who she's fighting yet. So I think next week on Raw we'll finally get that seed planted on who Stephanie's fighting. It's probably gonna be Naomi because they've been kind of bantering back and forth. So I guess it's probably
Hmm.
gonna be Stephanie versus Naomi at Clash of Paris. And do not be surprised if Stephanie get that belt. That's all I'm saying. That's all
I
I'm saying.
mean, Naomi had a nice little run.
Yeah.
She
Just
said she
don't be
gonna stick them
surprised.
them horns up her. but have her walking with a limp. You notice they was editing themselves a little bit on this one, the women.
Yep.
Like even Charlotte was saying like a word or something like that. I was like,
Yeah.
a word?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, that was Raw. NXT time. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. So Blake Monroe versus Kalani Jordan. Um, again, the same thing with the LA Knight Seth Rollins match. This match was a match set up for an angle. As you know, Blake Monroe turned on Jordan Grace at the Great American Bash. No, turned on her, not Great American, turned her at Evolution. Turned on her at Evolution when she lost to JC James to try to get the NXT Women's Championship, and Jordan Grace has been trying to go after Blake, and Blake been one up at her and sent her to the hospital last week, or 2 weeks ago, and then Jordan Grace wasn't there last week, and then you had this match with Kalani Jordan and Jordan Grace. I mean, Kalani Jordan and Blake Monroe, and like I said, it went off to a little pretty decent match, and then Jordan Grace's music hit. Jordan Grace comes out with a neck brace. She gets in the ring, chases Blake Monroe out the building. I like how her truck is just conveniently right there too, just
Oh,
right there
right
at the
there.
door, just right there at the door, and she dips out. And then you see how like this is always funny too. So you see how like Kalani, not Kalani, but Jordan Grace is catching up with Blake, and so she actually does catch up with Blake, but she has to do other stuff to make sure Blake escapes. So she can't really get to her. So she like fumbling with the door and all of this. I just thought it was funny, but
Yeah,
takes her out the door. So and Kalani Jordan wins that match by count out.
my girl.
So yeah.
He said,
So
yeah.
so
Put some
Jordan
respect
Grace
on Lil
versus
Maya's name.
whatever. You talking about Carmelo Hayes, fiance?
Yeah, that's Lil
Yeah.
Maya right there.
Yeah, I heard you. So Jordan Grace versus Blake Monroe. I think they got an event called Heat Wave coming up, which I'm pretty sure is probably gonna take place at. So I
Yeah,
can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see that. Like, I think that'll be a pretty good match. Also on NXT, Hank and Tank defeated Connors and Dixon, and then Darth Vader comes out and attack all four after the match. Miles Bourne defeat Lexis King, and then Nia Jax defeated Thea Hale, and then Last Legend comes out, and then they do like a little back and forth, and then security breaks them up.
I already knew she was gonna destroy Thea Hill.
Yeah. So, question to you is this: like I said, Heat Wave coming up, so I guess they're gonna do Nia Jax versus Last Legend at Heat Wave. What do you expect from that match?
Honestly, I expect the I expect a big woman match, but with Nia being the veteran and where she is now, I
Yeah,
feel like she may give Lash a little bit to actually show off what she can do.
yeah,
Because with Nia, if Nia give you anything, you better take it. So
yeah,
I feel like it would be in her best interest to utilize this opportunity with Nia and kind of show, because I feel like this could be her opportunity to get to the main roster a lot quicker.
yeah.
But I feel like Lash and Nia probably put on a show. I mean, it's gonna be a big woman match, so you know they only gonna do so much
Yeah.
as long as everybody make it out alive.
Oh yeah, did you notice the Tony D'Angelo segment? He's eating, and then he lifts up this figure, and then it goes off the air. Did you
Yeah.
notice that?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is going on with that? I mean, I've seen people talking about he might be going to the main roster, somebody might have kidnapped him or whatever. But if they're supposed to
That
be
is,
adding this fourth member to Heyman's group, I was thinking about it. I'm like, I wonder if it could be him.
Tony D'Angelo?
But yeah, because he said don't call him the Don no more. Let's call him Tony. I think he said just call him Tony D or something like that.
Hmm. Which I appreciate that because the whole family thing, that's done.
Yeah.
I don't know. That would be an interesting way to put him on the main roster. I
I
could
was
get
thinking
with
about
that.
that.
Like he would be. Think about that band of characters.
Yeah.
That would be a
What,
unique.
yeah, if you repackage him, then it could
Mm,
work. Cause he got some size for him.
be the Italian mobster, but at the same time,
Yeah.
get rid of the hat.
What like I said, but I think that all comes part of the repackaging though. Like get rid of the Italian stuff, like the Italian mob stuff, and just repackage them.
Get rid of the accent.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, unless that's how
I
you
mean, I
talk.
guess.
I think that's a little over exaggeration of how you talk.
I mean, I think it's a little bit over exaggeration too, but yeah, you can get rid of the accent too.
Okay.
So
Tony D on Raw.
yeah.
Okay. Up and comer. I mean,
I mean, because the rumor is it's supposed to be Seth, Bron Breakker, and Bronson Reed versus LA Knight, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns at Clash of Paris. So that's the rumor
mm,
match they got coming up.
okay.
And then this happened around that time. So I don't know. I was making too much of it. It could just be as simple as somebody just kidnapping them. They might be on NXT next week.
But they've done that
So
before, the kidnapping thing. So that's what
I
I'm
know.
saying. Like, it could be something more to it now because they've done the kidnapping thing before with the families.
Yeah, yeah. So he looked up and then it was like a shadow was over him, like engulfed him, and then it just went off. So somebody it could be like somebody said it could be like their way of writing them off of NXT. So we'll see. We will see coming up. We will see the next coming weeks coming up on NXT and Clash in Paris coming. All right. So Obafemi. This Obafemi. So Obafemi comes out and Obafemi comes out talking about how he don't have no competitors. Yeah, duh. We know you ain't got no competitor. Ain't nobody over there in NXT. Ain't
I
nobody
mean,
over there.
last time they had him fight Mini E Honda, you see how that went.
Yeah. Yeah, talking about he ain't got no competitor. Some talking about the future. But I love how like they're like dissing and stuff too. Like he was like, "There's no future." He was like, "The future is like not good. There ain't nobody here." You right. Ain't nobody there.
Yeah.
Nobody. But Trick Williams comes out talking about how he the big dog and I'm watching this the whole time. Trick talk about himself talking about he gonna take the NXT title and how he better. And Obafemi said like, "Well, dog, didn't I beat you? I beat you. You know that, right? Twice.
Yeah.
Like the reason I got this belt is because I beat you." And Trick came out with a good comeback. You know, hey, when you beat me, that was the old me. This is the new me now. Like this is a way better Trick. And then Javon Evans comes out, and you like, you always trying to make stuff about talking about Trick. Always trying to make stuff about you, and talking about how he want a shot at over, which I'm just like, okay, I get it, but I don't know. I don't know how this gonna work out. Javon versus over, but I think he's gonna be the one to take it from over.
What?
Yeah,
Devon?
yeah,
Come on,
some kind of way,
man.
some kind of way, I'm telling you, some kind
By
of
way
way,
of Trick.
maybe. And then as he said that, my boy Moose comes out and tells Trick, while you over here trying to take away the NXT championship, don't forget in 10 days at TNA Emergence, you got me. And I'm gonna take the belt off of you. And you remember when Trick won the belt and we got on here a couple of days after and I was like, um, what do NXT want from this deal and what does WWE want from this deal?
Yeah.
And in that ring, you got what WWE wanted from the deal. Obafemi just came out and tell you there ain't nobody there. He pretty much came out there and said ain't nobody in NXT. But if you're looking at ring, there go your main event scene right there, and it's all brothers too, by the way.
I did notice that. I
It's
did
all
notice that.
brothers. It's all brothers. There go your main event scene right there for the next couple months between both shows. Trick, Moose, Oba, Javon Evans. That's your main event scene right there. Make that work.
Yeah.
You know, you can bring in Mike Santana here and there. You can bring in Joe Hendry, but that's your main event scene right there on both shows. If I was WWE, I would make Mike Santana the one, that defeats over Femi. I don't think they will. I think TNA gonna have him do that at Bound for Glory, but I think they're gonna have Mike Santana beat Trick at Bound for Glory. But if they were smart, they'd have Mike Santana the TNA champion. I mean, as the NXT champion. Because I like his personality, I like his heart, I like what he represents. So there go your main event scene right there. That's what WWE wants. Our NXT is so dried up. We can use some of your people from TNA, and you know,
Make something happen.
yep.
Then,
But yeah, go ahead.
I said, then when they get bored enough, they'll pull Joe Hendry back up.
Yep.
You know, when he done climbing out of refrigerators and stuff.
Yeah, I'll go get to that next after this. But Dark State comes out. Yeah, Dark State comes out in the middle of all this. And all four of them arguing in the ring. Dark State comes out. They beat down Dark State. And then you go backstage and Ava makes a match. It's going to be Oba Femi, Trick Williams, Moose, and Javon Evans versus Dark State. And Hank and Tank comes backstage and they're mad too. You remember because they got attacked earlier in the night. And then Ava made a match at Heat Wave that two members from Dark State could take on Hank and Tank for the tag team championship. So you have all that going on. And Charlie Dempsey and Sinclair said something about Joe Hendry, said his name, and this dude come out of the refrigerator. So there you go. I don't think he ever won the TNA championship again. Them days are over with.
Yeah, they played on it. It got over. And people like, all right.
Yeah,
them
days are over with.
He finna be the comedy act now.
Yeah, popping out refrigerators. Yeah, let nothing say world heavyweight champion like jumping out of refrigerator. Stacks defeated Enya Moore. Of course he did. And the Ethan Page comes out to attempt to sing the Canadian national anthem, and Tavion Heights, who just got out of the No Quarter Catch Club, comes out. New attitude and everything. This is my boy bad now. And, pretty much tell Ethan Page, anybody come here to see that. And Chelsea Green shows up with the Secret Herbers in a dress that, she was looking good. And,
yeah, I'm going to say, I can see the image in your head.
Woo-wee. All I would say is Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona, whatever you call yourself these days, respect.
Girl, that was with Stacks. That came out there in the field.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That one too.
Mm-hmm. But she comes out and chastises Tavion for interrupting Ethan Page and telling him he ain't got the balls to hit a woman like me. And he was like, yeah, that's true. And he hits Ethan Page, and then security comes out. So looking like Tavion Heights versus Ethan Page. Also, another thing I didn't think about too just to now?
What?
When we're talking about this new member, where Ricky Starks at?
Remember he did an interview.
Yeah, he did.
That backstage segment.
Yeah, he did. But I still think he should be on the main roster.
Because remember, he got to fight Big Boy, LFG.
Yeah, Jasper Troy. Yeah, he did.
I keep wanting to call him Jasper for some reason. Yeah, Jasper Troy. He got to fight him, I think, in 2 weeks.
I keep wanting to call him Pastor Troy. There's probably a heat wave.
Pastor Troy?
And in the main event of NXT, Sol Rubens defeated Tatum Paxley to retain the Women's North American Championship. So, yeah, there you go. And ladies and gentlemen, that was NXT. And now we're about to get ready for AEW.
There was a travesty. Travesty on NXT. There was no Jada Parker.
Okay, we getting the AEW Dynamite. AEW Dynamite from Cleveland, Ohio. They finally made it out of Chicago. They was there for like 8 months. So now they out. They're out of Chicago and they're in Cleveland, baby.
At the Playhouse.
Yeah, out the Playhouse. And we're gonna talk about Mercedes Moné coming up here with 8 belts. So she comes out, they show backstage, she comes out of the limo. Um, John Moxley's wife is interviewing her. You know, she said how the match was so good at All In, and it's the same that she lost. And then Mercedes says, "Don't be such a mark," and walks inside. So they're having a four-way match at Forbidden Door for the TBS Championship. So Mercedes Moné is already the one competitor, right? Because she has the
Mm-hmm.
belt. They're doing representative. So they're doing a four-way tonight with, yeah, they're doing a four-way tonight with Windsor going against uh, Billy Starks, Queen Amanita, and Scott Blue. And whoever wins that, it will be the AEW representative, which I thought was stupid because you already have an A. Anyway, will be the AEW representative. So you got, and then they're gonna have a CML representative, and they're gonna have a Stardom representative, and they all gonna have a four-way match for the TBS Championship at Forbidden Door. So Mercedes Moné, Windsor, I forget her name. Windsor, she wins the match, and Mercedes Moné comes out, you know, put her belt, you know, to hold up the belt, you know, which I thought was stupid. She comes out, she got all 8 belts all around her. These meaningless belts they got all around her. She might well have one for the Boys and Girls Club Championship, but she comes out with these meaningless belts. She gets in the ring. The referee is holding all these belts, and she holds the one belt up to an old girl, and I think her name is Alice Winter, but I could be wrong. Hold this belt up to the girl, and then Tony Storm is about to, like, you know, because Tony Storm came out to like watch her back because Athena came out to with old girl with Billy, and Tony Storm's about to get in the ring and confront Mercedes, and Athena attacks her, and so and
Jay hit
then
it with that
Mercedes,
clean finisher.
yeah, and then yeah, and then Mercedes attacked Winston. So So I don't know if you heard, but Athena cashed in her contract. She's going to do it straight up. And I'm guessing that Forbidden Door, which I thought was
Mm.
stupid because, like, the only person I ever known to cash in like their money in the bank in WWE is like 2 times, and it was both by babyface. Rob Van Dam at One Night Stand and John Cena. I forgot who cashed in, but he lost. Rob Van Dam won his and John Cena lost his.
Mm-hmm.
But usually there's a babyface thing. I'm gonna cash it in is the noble thing to do. A heel cashing in and say, okay, I'm gonna cash in on you on this date just to fight you. That's stupid.
Yeah. Why would you give them a heads up so they can prepare?
Like, see what MJF doing? He's trying to get a title match while still having that contract as a backup. That's how you do it. That's a heel thing. I want the match with you, and I'm gonna have this backup. Just in case I lose to you, I'm gonna have a backup so I can do it again. You know, that's how heels do.
I
You
remember
know,
Big E, he gave Bobby Lashley a heads up, but they still weren't ready. I'm trying to remember how it got set up because that was the Thunderdome era, and I tried to block out a lot of that. But I'm trying to remember because Big E was like, I'm cashing in, but nobody knew what time of night it was going to happen. And
was
then he
it
ended up getting the
Thunderdome? I
belt.
thought that was 2021, the end of 2021. So he
What,
he
Big E?
cashed in to fans. Yes,
Was the fans there when
he
he cashed in?
he cashed in. He cashed in with fans there. He cashed in like they did that right around the time they started letting limited fans in. Yeah, he did that with
Okay.
fans there.
Okay, he won Money in the Bank with no fans, and he
With
cashed
no
in
fans, but he
with
cashed
fans.
in
Okay,
with fans.
that was a
Hmm.
very y'all that era of wrestling. It's an interesting time.
Yep, yep. But so Windsor, yeah. So she's one of the representatives. Um.
You know the
Also,
Queen. I'm gonna need
go
them to
ahead.
get a Queen in W. You notice every time we talk about the Queen on Dynamite, she on the losing end.
I don't even pay attention to it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
They talking
Like
about
she's
her
cute.
finishers. I wonder if she's gonna hit him with the off with their head and all this. I'm saying like we don't get to see it.
I think she wins on Ring of Honor, but that's Ring of Honor. Nobody watches. Oh, so also on Dynamite, Moxley defeats Mike Bailey. Darby Allin comes out and drags away Yuta. Um,
Oh, speedball.
MJF,
Boom, 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 boom,
yeah,
boom, speedball. Pop like it. Curtis Blow.
M- MJF recently won the CML Light Heavyweight Championship. John Moxley and Shafir, they found Yuta in the bag in the parking lot, and they pulled him to safety before. And Darby Allin tried to run over him in the parking lot, but on his forehead it said Forbidden Door. So I guess it's gonna be Mox versus Darby Allin at Forbidden Door. So this is my thing. Before we move on, Forbidden Door. It's the reason why we call it Forbidden Door because it was the one thing like wrestling companies didn't really work with each other with Forbidden. So the Forbidden Door. It makes sense the year one, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was the first one. That's a Forbidden Door. There's only one Forbidden Door. Everybody is working with everybody now. WWE is working with AAA. They're working with TNA. They're
Yep.
working with companies in Japan. Everybody's working with everybody. It's not forbidden anymore. It's not. So what is a forbidden door? Because WWE is doing it now. Like they're doing interpromotional stuff. So what's a forbidden door? It's not forbidden anymore. Year one when y'all did it when Vince McMahon was in office, it made sense because Vince didn't do that type of stuff. So it made sense then. But Triple H is in office and he's down there about to do an NXT Europe in the next 2 years. There's no more forbidden doors.
It's just a name now. It's just something to have because if you really look at Tony Khan's roster, which half of the time I forget who all worked for him because everybody it's so many interchangeable parts. But between New Japan, CMLL, Ring of Honor, all these different people that they collab, and then they got people jumping in and off the indies. It's not taboo anymore.
Yeah.
It's not new and fresh. It's kind of like that once in a lifetime, but you've seen it for like the third time.
And then what makes it so bad, they do a forbidden door and then they do something else in the beginning of the year with and they call it something else. You remember I was telling you about it?
Yeah.
I forget what it's called. They do something else with New Japan too.
It,
It's kind of the same thing. They don't call it Forbidden Door, but it's pretty much Forbidden Door Part Two. I'm like, doesn't it's not Forbidden Door anymore. Everybody does it. WWE does work with everybody now. That's why it was forbidden because companies didn't do that. Now everybody does it. It's not a Forbidden Door anymore. So please
mm-mm.
call it something else, but it's not Forbidden Door anymore.
That's the thing. I don't think I think he's being lazy with that, and he's just. I'm gonna keep it because I branded it. I own the trademark. It's gonna be Forbidden Door.
Like WWE call it Worlds Collide. That's a good event. It's like, hey, the worlds are colliding. That's a good event. That's something good. Like Worlds Collide. Cool.
Yeah.
But Forbidden Door, let that go. It's not a Forbidden Door. And 80% of your matches, Okada versus Swerve, they're in the same company. Moxley versus Darby Allin, they're in the same company. Um, Athena versus Tony Storm, they're in the same company. The Hurt Syndicate versus the winner between LTR and Brodito, which we'll talk about next, they're in the same company. The only match that's an interpromotional match is the Mercedes Moné match. We're gonna have Stardom and CML in, so it's not forbidden anymore.
Nope.
And the reason for that because you took all the Japanese stars, so there's nothing's forbidden anymore. So just cut it out. Is what I'm saying. It's nothing forbidden. Ah,
Yeah. It's lost its. What's the word I'm looking for? It's
luster,
luster,
lore,
lure. Yeah.
aura, all that good stuff. It's
Yeah.
not forbidden door anymore.
Yeah.
All right.
That was fun the first time though. We went and watched it in the movie theater. It was
Yeah,
fun.
it was long, but it was fun.
Yeah.
All right. The Young Bucks. They were backstage and they were telling the production team like, "Hey, stop making it look like a joke, and give Justin Roberts these cards. This is how we want the cards to be read as." And they come out, and then like, what's funny, like their screen's supposed to come up, and then it goes up like a little bit past, and they got to go underneath it, and then their pyro, and then like two fireworks, like, and, and then Justin Roberts reading the card like, "All right, this is how we want you to read it, just like this. Just to say our name, what city we're from." And I will say, I do like that comedy bit with the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
I really do. I like it. I'm not gonna front to you. I like the comedy. You know, it reminded me of something like Vince would have did, but still, I still like it.
Yeah. I mean, it's something different, and that's what they needed.
Yeah,
They needed something different.
yeah,
Bad.
yeah, yeah. They lose to Brodito, Brody Lee and Bandito, which I didn't have that happening. So in the tag team tournament finals, it's Brodito versus FTR, and the winner of that will fight the Hurt Syndicate. I think at Forbidden Door.
That finisher,
So
the Brodito does. That finisher so dope.
yeah,
You can't pulse him into that 450.
yeah,
Yeah. I kind of like them as a tag team.
yeah. They're not bad. I just didn't think the Young Bucks gonna lose to them. I'm not gonna lie to you, but hey,
I mean, I guess they're going to really scratch and crawl back to the top.
yeah, I like it. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I'll take that. And they're still putting on good matches, too, even though they're losing. So I'll take that.
Yeah, yeah, yep. Um, Cal Fletcher celebrated his win for the TNT Championship, which he beat Dustin Rhodes at Collision. I just don't see it with him or the Don Callis fan.
What they call him, the proto star or something like that?
Somewhat. Yeah.
I get where he's trying to go. Like, he got the glasses with the little stuff dangling, and I get where he's trying to go. He's trying to develop a character, like an arrogance. I don't know. He's trying, but something is missing. Oh, a few things are missing because it ain't doing it for me. Even with the promo, it's not even the accent either. It's I don't know if it's the fact that he's with Don Callis too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just something's
Oh
off.
yeah. And you see Okada 3 belts. He's like, Okada down here, but all three of his belts is here. All 3 belts. So they unified the belts, but they still got the 2 belts, and then they got the unified belt.
Makes absolutely no sense.
Just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying.
Makes absolutely
The unified belt with the 2 belts. So Okada's carrying around 3 belts. They're supposed to be unified.
It ain't nothing but a visual.
You know what I'm saying here?
I feel like Tony likes the visual.
You said what?
I feel like Tony likes the visual.
Yeah, like the visual of them carrying around all 3 belts.
Yeah, I think he likes the visual.
Stupid. It's stupid as hell, man.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I'm gonna keep going. Because I already explained this. When I first heard the rumor of the concept. Yeah. And I already explained why that's stupid. It's stupid.
Why do you think he parading around Mercedes? It's like for some reason Tony loves a belt collector situation. He loves it. It seems like it's his thing.
Also, Cope announced that he is fighting Stokely No Jokely next week.
But Stokely had me rolling.
Yeah. When FTR like, yeah, he ready. He looking at it like, oh, I'm ready.
Hey, ready? Dude said, I done been through a lot. Dude said, I'm bald, I'm short, I can't get no hoes. Like, dang, Stokely, come on, man.
Oh my
That's
God,
my
man.
dog, though, man. I rock with Stokely,
Oh
man.
man.
And he
Oh
ate
my
that
God.
spear too. He ate that spear when
Yeah,
he took
he
it.
did. He did. But they fight next week on Dynamite.
Hey, he told. Did he say?
It's such a shame. It's such a shame that he on AEW, not WWE.
Man, he could have been killing. In NXT, he was
Oh,
killing it.
I know. There's
He
that Vince
said Beth
McMahon,
put
Bruce
his head on
Pritchard.
like a micro ball, like wrestler head or something like that. I was like, dang, he roasted his wife. Stokely, my dog, man.
Okay, let's get through it. MJF versus Mark Briscoe, which I thought it was a great match.
Yeah,
They're really high on Mark Briscoe. This man was jumping out of everything. Even when he lost the match, he had his foot on the rope, so they gave him an out, which tell you something.
yeah.
So,
Briscoe was great, man.
yeah, so Hangman pretty much told MJF, you want a title shot without putting that contract in, you gonna have to beat Mark Briscoe. He did. Um, After the match, I love the subtle. So the ref didn't catch him on his foot on the rope, and MJF saw it, but he thought the ref saw it. So when they counted to three, he was like, "Oh crap, I won!" And he noticed the ref looking the other way, so he put his foot down, like, "Yeah, I won."
Hmm.
I thought that was great.
Yeah. Yo, who does that remind
And
you of? Who does that rivalry remind you of in WWE?
well, right
Think
now,
about it. Briscoe, throughout history, Briscoe versus MJF, the arrogant rich boy versus the hardcore, roughneck, blue collar type.
Vince McMahon and Stone Cold.
One variation.
Okay,
Think a little dirtier.
okay. A little dirtier. What do you mean?
Okay. So 1998,
Okay.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Oh, Hunter and Mankind.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There you go. Yeah,
The
I see
snooty blue
you in your
blood.
bag. I see.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you in your bag. I see.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay,
Y'all, we've been in
okay.
this game for a while, y'all.
Yeah. Um, he beats up. He After the match, MJF is beating up on Mark Briscoe. Hangman comes out. MJF meets him out there in the alleyway. They fight. They brawl. Security breaks them up. That's the end of the show. Um, that's the end of the show. So it looks like it's gonna be MJF versus Hangman at Forbidden Door for the World Heavyweight Championship. Again, Forbidden Door, two AEW talents fighting. So I just stop calling Forbidden Door. Uh, Call it something else. Not Forbidden Door. Um, so earlier in the show, as I mentioned, uh, MJF finally got the thumbs down for MVP. So it looked like he is out the Hurt Syndicate completely.
Yes.
And MVP told him, which you should be happy about this. MVP told him, I'm your brother, and I love you like a brother. Because the fact that I didn't have he got beat you down and you're in good health, and and he's telling MJF like, look, I don't want you to win the title. He's like, we're gonna leave you in good health so you go get that title that you want, right? Which is cool. I like that. I like that MVP is playing. The reason we didn't beat you down because one got love for you, and we want you to be in good health when you win that title. But MVP also said, I also don't want you to really get that belt because if you do, Bobby Lashley's coming after you. And the rumor is that Bobby Lashley is about to be in that main event picture soon.
Yes.
So so there go your hint right there.
And it needs to happen.
So
I've been
before we
bringing it
can
up for
move on,
months.
yeah. Before we move to the WTKO, there have been some reports about the Hurt Syndicate, especially MVP. They say he has he has a locker room heat. Um, they've been kind of telling people no. Like I think they wanted Jet Speed to beat the Hurt Syndicate, and MVP and I'm like, nah, they ain't happening. We ain't about to lose no Jet Speed. And they said the talent is mad because it's like the Hurt Syndicate get to be heels and faces whenever they want. So they come out, they beat up people, high five the fans, and leave. And the talent feels like, well, we can't, how can we compete with that? Like they get to come in, beat up people, high five the fans, and so I counted the jealousy.
Yeah.
And pretty much they say MVP don't like Speedball Mike Bailey. He's too small to be trying to compete with them. And yeah, and they also said no to losing the FTR twice. And MVP said he want to lose to either the Outrunners, Private Party, or the Gates of Agony. Which is ironic because they already beat all three of those teams and buried them. So it wouldn't make any sense for you to lose to them when you destroyed all three. Like remember, they didn't just beat Private Party; they destroyed Private Party.
Oh, they killed Private Party.
And go ahead.
No, I would say I would expect FTR or somebody, or even the Murder Hawk Monster and Brian Cage when they fought them.
Yeah.
Because I remember MVP even brought them up in the interview as like competitors they wanted to face before it happened. I could see that as a credible team because I mean they got the size, but the Outrunners.
What? You said what?
The Outrunners?
Yeah.
You put that on his list?
Not FTR, which I thought FTR would be the team. Like, if you wanted to lose to a tag team, I'd rather be FTR.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to lose to FTR. The backstage report show. And then you have MJF and Mike Bailey doing a back and forth on Instagram. I think they did that kind of like a Tony Khan, like, hey, man, like, can y'all do something so they can shut the hell up about this? I think that's why they did that. I don't think they did it because they were trying to make anyone look stupid. I think they did that to quiet the noise, I guess. No. That's me.
I mean, at the end of the day,
and the report was by Fightful. And then I don't know if you know anything about Fightful, but Fightful and AEW is like this.
Yeah.
So it's legit. It's not like a Meltzer or even Meltzer. It's not like a PW Torch or anybody like that. This is Fightful. Fightful and AEW like this. Like this. Usually they said when Tony Khan wants to get something out to the public, they go through Fightful. So it's like, yeah. So like the fact that this came from Fightful and not like PW Torch or anything like that shows you that it's some legitness to it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people from AEW talk to Fightful.
I'm not mad at MVP.
Yeah. I'm not either.
Because that's the problem with the booking now. People weren't saying no. You had people like Powerhouse Hobbs losing to Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
Like, clean. And granted, he's been able to kind of bounce back from that. But how that look? You come out, Powerhouse. And this little dude with the hands in his pockets beat you down.
Yep.
It MVP from the old school. Bobby and Shelton, they from the old school. And they class.
And they're from the WWE. Like, we're superstars here.
Yes.
We're not indie wrestlers. Like, because the indie wrestlers have a mindset, well, it's performance. Anybody can beat anybody. No. We come from the WWE where stuff got to make a little bit of sense.
Yeah.
There's no way Kevin Knight and Mike Bailey should be beating up on the Hurt Syndicate and beating them for the belts. No way. Ain't no way.
No.
Ain't no way.
No.
So like I said, I agree with MVP on that.
Yeah.
And so it is what it is to me. Yeah.
Hurt their feelings.
Yep. It is what it is to me.
Maintain your legitimacy. That's why they are the biggest thing on AEW, because they maintain that. If they came in and whooped them right off the bat, wouldn't nobody even care about the Hurt Syndicate. They'd be like, oh, here they come. They finna look swole, but they finna lose to some random Japanese team of high flyers.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, y'all ain't a threat no more.
Yeah. It's all about protecting your character, and I feel them on that. I'm not mad at it.
Nope.
Oh.
Keep hurting people.
All right. All right. It is time.
Hmm.
TKO and WWE. TKO and WWE. Is it business or is it greed? Um, so I want to talk about a couple of things before, number one, plans are in place to make both Survivor Series in 2026 and the Royal Rumble in 2027 two-night events. So they want to start doing Survivor Series in 2026 as a two-night event, and they want to do the Royal Rumble in 2027 as a two-night event. And there also been plans of talking about Money in the Bank being a two-night event, and that was written by Andrew Bodela of the Yahoo Sports. He's been writing on a couple of stuff too, so I think he was the first one to report like that SummerSlam was going to be two nights before a lot of people did, if I'm not mistaken. So that's one thing. The second thing is the WWE ESPN relationship. ESPN has a new streaming service that will launch on August 21st this year, and you can have access to ESPN, ESPN2, ESPNU, SEC Network, ACC Network, ESPN News, and ESPN Deportes, as well as ESPN Plus and ADC. Um, the customers who has the current customers who have these current providers will be granted access to the PLEs with no additional charge. So if you have these already, you can get the WWE PLEs with no charge. So you have Charter Spectrum, you have ESPN. If you have DirecTV, if you have Hulu, Live TV, and if you have Verizon Fields, you can get the WWE PLEs with no additional cost. And if the ones that still has to buy the streaming service are Comcast, Xfinity, YouTube TV, Dish, Sling, Altice, Concago, Frontier, and Cable One, you will need to subscribe separately to ESPN new service by 2026. So all this stuff happens in 2026, beginning of 2026. So if you got Hulu, you got the ESPN through Hulu, no additional charging. If you got DirecTV, Charter, and Verizon, but if you got anything else, there's a separate fee. It's going to be $29.99, and it starts 2026. So, um, this is my thing, and I'll get to you on this. The two-night events. I don't have a bigger problem with it as much as other people do, especially for like the Royal Rumble. Um, I don't know about Survivor Series kind of cutting it, but if they're gonna do more matches on Survivor Series, then I'm all for it because I think you should be treating that event like one of your big fours. You treat Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, and SummerSlam like it's the second coming of WrestleMania. So you need to be treating Survivor Series the same way. So if they wanted to do this a two-night event, I'm all for it. Money in the Bank, kind of pushing it. What do you think about the whole two-night events?
I'm with that. If you're gonna do 2 night events, do it for the big four, because that's what's gonna make them stand out anyway.
Yep.
They've always been, top sellers. Like even when they was doing pay-per-views. For those of you who are too young to remember this, back when we used to have to buy pay-per-views every month,
Yeah.
you may not get every in your house, but you're gonna make sure to get the big four.
Yep.
Those were like a must. Those were a must see. Everything else was just kind of throwaway. Um, Money in the Bank, it's exciting, but at the same time, I don't think it warrants 2 nights. I would
Yeah.
just do the big four, call it a day. If we're gonna
And
do it that way.
they even rumors us or even the Elimination Chamber doing that tonight. Not
Oh
all
no.
states. They own one.
It ain't nothing but more advertisement, more tickets. Because if y'all look at it from a business perspective, what would you rather have people pay for 1 night or two? They sit in that same seat sells 2 nights instead of one.
Yep.
It's all about the money.
Yep.
All
Of course,
about the money.
of course. All right, and this is the one I'm want to talk about the most. The WWE and ESPN relationship. So, um, Peacock was paying WWE $180 million a year for 5 years. ESPN Disney is paying them 325 million a year for 5 years. So it's like 1.2 billion. So they're getting 5 billion from Netflix. They're getting 1.2 billion from Disney, ESPN. So yeah, and then they're getting the extra. Then they're getting the extra 800 million. Well, they're getting 250 million a year from USA for SmackDown for the
Bro,
next 5 years. Yeah,
y'all just take into the average person, everyday person, especially somebody living paycheck to paycheck, can't even fathom these numbers. Like these numbers are astronomical of how much money the WWE is bringing in. A company that once upon a time was almost put out of business by WCW and was struggling to give raises and contracts to keep their wrestlers on their side. This same company is now bringing in more money than I think they've ever brought in,
yeah.
and still finding ways to bring in more money. I don't want to hear anything about budget cuts. We got to cut talent for this. Like at this point, they should be able to have people sitting on their payroll just chilling
Yeah.
because there's no and it's getting a little saturated with all the advertisement with stuff all over the tables in the ring, and soon we're gonna have stuff on ring gear like boxers. We're gonna have Budweiser on somebody's tights.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna get to that point. I feel like, and I don't want them to forget about the fans because you don't want to get to the point to where you're so money hungry that you make it so expensive for the fans to come and see what they enjoy to see because everybody can't afford. I know some people personally, like I've done some things to sacrifice and have done the VIP experience and different things like that. That stuff's not cheap, but I've done that because I thought it'd be something special for my family, and we don't do it all the time. But a $30 seat, $40 seat, $50 seat, even $100 seat to the average person, that's a lot of money. And then you have a family of three or four, that's a lot of money. A lot of money. And I know concert tickets are just up too. Those are also up, but people been complaining about those too. It's like wrestling was one of the one things that you could afford to go to whenever it came to town. You could get a good seat for $30, $25. Now it's like stuff getting priced out the frame from streaming it to watching it live. It's like, but yeah, they just pricing it to the point to where they're gonna make it hard for the average person to be able to enjoy wrestling, whether they got to buy 7 streaming services or spend $500 to go see a show. I just don't want it to get to that point to where the average person can't enjoy what they love to enjoy.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
it's like
this is
y'all
I
got the
have
money.
I have two things with it. Number one, AEW. This is a good opportunity for them, and I tell you why. If they can put on a good product and charge those ticket prices they can come up on something. But they have to put out a good
Yeah,
product, and they can offset like, hey, they charge you your kids and your first dog and your first wife and whatever to come to a show. You can come here and we start off at $20 and we have a good show. But this is what I will say to TK on WWE, and listen to me closely. I've been letting y'all get away with these 5 match pay-per-views because on Peacock it's only $9.99 a month. If I'm about to start paying $30 a month, my boy, I want way more matches and less commercial. I'm letting you know that right now, off the rip. That ain't cutting no more. Like I said, Peacock is $9.99. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. Like I can tell everybody, well, Peacock is $9.99. So I mean, 5 matches is not that bad. for
Yeah.
$9.99. But if I'm about to start paying $30, less commercials, more matches. Instead of 5, we need 7. Cause I can't
Yep.
justify paying $30 for 5 matches. Some days are over with, honey. Some days are over with. Ain't no more 5 matches. We need about 7, 8. For 30?
And quality matches at that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. We need it.
I don't
Yeah.
get now one video package of advertisement.
Yeah, more matches, less advertising for $30. I hope he knows that too. Like if you charging people more, you need to start giving out more. Because a lot of people ain't gonna be happy paying $30 only seeing 5 or 4 matches on the show. That ain't gonna cut it. So even UFC is doing 7 matches to pay-per-view now, because they know.
Yeah.
So cut out the 5 match crap. If the 2026 need to be going to either 6 or 7 matches a show.
And you know what? They still making the money on Peacock because the rumor has it the
Yeah,
catalog's still gonna stay on Peacock.
yeah, SmackDown's gonna be on Peacock. So yeah, they're still
So
making money on Peacock too. So yeah,
yeah, so it's like
yeah,
they
yeah,
just
because
adding to it.
the USA Network is owned by NBC, so that's Peacock. But yeah, just saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If we paying 30, I need more than 5 matches, and it's just being nice.
Real talk, I got direct TV, so we can just watch it over here.
You do
But
got direct TV?
yeah.
Yeah, so you know what you charge to you. So that's what's up.
Word.
Yeah,
Still though, man, I feel bad for the folks that gotta pay.
yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna get it anyway because it's gonna have all the ESPN stuff, and I watch sports, especially with the sports podcast coming up and all that. So I'm
Shout
gonna
out
need
to
it.
the Rocket Bros.
Rocky Bros. Yep, catch us every Saturday every Sunday or Monday or Tuesday. But yeah, so I'm gonna need it. So I'm gonna have to get it. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
But getting rid of Peacock. I know 8 other people that give me their stuff, so I'm good. But and plus PLE ain't gonna be over there no more. So I mean, it is what it
This
is.
is why Netflix did what they did.
Yep.
They said enough.
Yeah. So, but other than that, you got anything else you want to say to TKO WWE? Your rant was pretty good,
Appreciate it.
but y'all can't keep expecting this from fans. Y'all can't keep doing this to us and then giving us 5 matches and commercials. Them days are over. They let y'all get away. They let y'all get away with it because Peacock and it was cheap. Well, we kind of let you get away with the Netflix stuff, but now the ESPN stuff, yeah, you about to start hearing more. So you about to start hearing our mouths more. So no more 5 matches in 2026. No more 5 matches. Yeah, we need more. Royal Rumble
Quality.
with 2 Royal Rumbles and 2 matches. No, 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 no. For $30 an hour, I need 2 Royal Rumbles and 4 matches. So get it together,
Yep.
Hunter and Nick Khan and whoever else say TKO Area Manual. Get it together. Not playing with y'all. I'm not
Facts.
playing.
Facts. Because there's a
Whew.
lot of fans that's outraged, boy.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, man.
A lot of bread. And it's the thing, it's like they're getting richer and they're asking for more. It's like it don't make sense. Like y'all are making more money. If anything, you should be able to lower prices a little bit to take care of your people.
Nope.
Because we know you ain't paying the wrestlers more, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Yep. But
Well, outside the top stars, that is. But even then, I don't think they make what they were. But
all right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Friday rundown for the week of August 3rd, 2025. Like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate the love and support. All the new subscribers, all the old subscribers, anybody who ain't even subscribed but they like the show. We appreciate the love. Um, We got a lot of stuff coming up in the next couple of days, weeks, months coming up. So just look out for that. And with much respect, much love, it's your boy CL Cool,
It's your boy Tay.
and we're outie.